Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining us for this edition of HR Mentorship Learning Series. Tonight, we'll be looking at the topic Employability Mastery, Skills to Thrive in Today's Job Market. Our facilitator is the delectable Loretta Odoro. Some of us also know her as Oreke Lewa. And if you are seeing her on screen right now, and if you've had the opportunity of seeing her live, you will know that she actually owns that accolade. I would like to quickly read very briefly her profile. Loretta is a senior HR leader, talent acquisition specialist with over 9 years of experience across corporate banking, gaming, and manufacturing industry. She's currently the Chief Human Resource at Millionaire Power Play Limited, Lagos, where she drives strategic HR initiatives. She is also the HR director at Reta Right Recruiters, a third-party recruitment agency dedicated to connecting top talent with the right opportunities. In addition to this, she has founded Back to School with Reta, an NGO that supports children with limited access to education, ensuring they receive resources needed to thrive. She holds a master's degree in human resources and industrial relations from the Lagos State University, and she is also certified and licensed with the Chartered Institute of Personnel Management of Nigeria. She's a member of many forums, especially HR mentorship, and she's currently pursuing a global certification. Ladies and gentlemen, speaking to us on the topic, employability mastery, skills to thrive in today's market, I'm pleased to introduce Loretta Odo.
Okay, thank you, everyone. Thank you, Mr. Dr. Oluyemi Adeosun. Thank you for this privilege. Thank you for this honor. I'm delighted to be here to share from my wealth of experience. And to my participants, I welcome everyone. And to all the women here, I say happy International Women's Day to everyone. Keep accelerating action. So moving straight ahead, I decided today's topic is employability mastery, skills to thrive in today's job market. I decided to start with an icebreaker, just to feel and know where our mind is, where our thoughts are currently. So without wasting much time, I want on the chat box, just share with me what's one skill that you wish to develop in the near future? What's that one skill? So in the chat box, I just want you to drop it there. Just tell us while we kick off with this quick icebreaker, just share one skill. What is that one skill that you have been looking forward to that in the next 6 months, in the next 3 months, in the next 1 year, you want to enhance on? These insights will also help us to tailor webinar to our specific interests and goals. So let's move ahead. While you're on the chat box, I will just move ahead. Okay, so employability mastery, skills to thrive in today's job market. So if we are asked, what is employability mastery? What do you think? What are we talking about? What is it all about? So without wasting much time, if you have something to say, you can just drop it on the chat box while we'll move ahead. Just drop your thoughts. What employability mastery? Some of us may have heard it in our workplaces, in some webinar trainings that we have attended. We may have heard this, or perhaps you may not have heard it, but you think you have an idea of what this is all about. You can drop it on the chat box while we move ahead. All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much. So I'm expecting that at the end of today's lesson, you'll be able to you'll be able to understand what technology proficiency is all about, to understand what soft skill it is. What is that soft skill that I need for success? Now, at the end of today's lesson, we'll be able to understand embracing lifelong learning. How do you stay adaptable to changes in our jobs in this world of work that we are in right now? And I'm expecting that at the end of today's lesson, we'll be able to navigate the new work environment, adjusting to hybrid work, collaboration, workplace expectation. So these are the things I'm expecting that we're going to learn at the end of today's lesson. So moving straight right ahead, let me quickly, okay, so I'm saying they want to enhance HR, they want to enhance skill in data analytics. Awesome, awesome. Great, great. Thank you. Just keep the messages coming in while we move ahead. All right. So moving ahead, what is employability skills? Now we've been singing about it, employability skills. What are we even talking about? Now, the truth is, these are skills that you know. These are skills that are transferable. They are needed for you to secure. Please take notes. I'm very particular about my choice of words. These are skills that are needed for you to secure, to keep, and also to excel in that job. There's a job that we all desire. These are the necessary skills that are necessary for you to secure that job. Employability skills are skills that make you employable in that job. Now, get this clearly. These are skills that are not job specific, but rather they are applicable across various roles. These are skills that are beyond, okay, let's assume you're a customer service officer. I'm expecting that you have good communication. So beyond good communication, what other skills do you have? So these are the employability skills that we are talking about. It makes you versatile. It makes you a valuable asset. There are some people that when they request that they want to go on leave, their line manager is all frowning to say, no, you cannot go on leave. Not because they don't want you to go on leave and take your vacation. No, because they cannot do without you. Now, if your vacancy, if you leave an organization today and you are not replaced immediately, just know that your absence is not felt at all. So why do these employability skills, why do they matter? Now, the truth is employers prioritize these skills. Sometimes even beyond formal qualifications. I don't know how many of us saw what's it called? Elon Musk, one of his posts recently, no, maybe not recent, but over the last 2, 3 months, he posted on Twitter and he's saying, as it is right now, you're looking beyond your formal qualification. So if you're an SSC holder and you have a skill of a software engineer, they go right in to employ you. So that's the world of work we are getting into right now. These skills helps you to demonstrate your ability to adapt, to learn, to contribute effectively to the organization's goals, especially in changing workplace. Like I said, the new world of work. These skills are required for the new world of work. Now, these are realities. As painful as it is, these are the reality of the times that we are in right now. The future growth. Expect 170 million new jobs by the year 2030. The job market is expanding rapidly. You and I can attest to that. For those that belong to structured organizations, this job market is expanding rapidly. Now, the skills evolution. Around 39% of key skills will change by the year 2030, which is why continuous learning is essential. Now, for technology, AI and automation are reshaping the market industry. You and I can also attest to this. So these skills are critical. We need to prepare our minds towards the new world of work. You need to ask yourself the question, am I ready for the new world of work? So you can ask yourself, am I ready for the new world of work? Now, the truth is, in year 2025, the year that we're in, and as we move ahead in years ahead, top skills are in demand. And one of it is data and AI. This I cannot overemphasize. I'm absolutely sure that a lot of us have attended webinars, trainings, where data and AI they are being heralded. Data science, AI fluency are crucial for today's business. Now, I want to dwell on data and AI. In 2022, and funny enough, these things are in our doors. They are right in front of us, but some of us have not made up our minds to change. Change is one constant thing. You need to make up your mind that when I wake up tomorrow, something must have changed in my organization. Something must have changed in the country that I'm residing. Something may have changed in the state that I'm residing. Now, in 2022, I have never, okay, maybe I've heard, but I didn't feel it was important for me to explore data analytics. Now, I was just browsing through WhatsApp status, and I saw someone posted data analytics free course, and I'm like, data analytics. And at that point in my career, I wanted something more. I wanted to do something different, something more than the regular, something more than the ordinary. I wanted to do something. I've been doing HR. I wanted something different. What can I do beyond just attending to employee conflict, addressing, doing employee engagement? Beyond all this, what else can I do? So when I saw that opportunity, I grabbed it with both hands. And guess what? It was strictly for ladies at that time, and it was for just 3 months. But you know what? That 3 months actually shaped my ideology, shaped my mentality, shaped my work. Because I realized that at that time, and I realized that I have to use HR analytics. I have to use HR metrics in my reporting. I cannot just jump to my organization or my business leaders and tell them I need my employees, they've been working for several years. This employee has been from inception, is a top performer, so we need to increase the person's salary. No, I come with business case, and those business case come in data. I have my performance appraiser data. I have my HR metrics. So these are information that we all need, that is the top skills in demand in 2025, data and AI. Some of us are familiar with the popular AIs. We have over 20 AI tools. Even the ChatGPT that is the most popular that everybody has. Technology has made it easy that we even have it on WhatsApp. If I ask Kiana how many of us have it on WhatsApp, I'm very certain that a very handful know that they can actually chat ChatGPT on WhatsApp. And they also have an app beyond going to the browser. You can actually have it as an app, and it's your go-to tool. Now, some people will say, oh, no, when you use AI, organization will say these words that they are doctored from AI and the rest of them. They are not saying you should outrightly use your AI to just draft maybe you want to draft a mail, you should just verbatim, just draft it the way AI gave you. No. But there's a way AI, you would draft AI, like if I want to ask AI to give me a job description for a customer service role, I don't just go ask for ChatGPT to say, give me a job description for customer service. No. I go and I say, please, can you draft customer service job description for a lotto company based in Lagos, Nigeria? My organization is less than 150. So you can see the prompts I'm giving AI. So these are the way that differentiates you. So if you put two people together and say, let's make use of AI, you will see that one is going to excel more than one, because that one is able to, knows how to utilize what AI is all about. So let's move ahead to emotional intelligence. We need this. It's highly valued. Like I cannot say much on this, but it's been much talked about. Emotional intelligence is important. It's highly valued. It's needed for strong collaboration in your organization or wherever you are. As an individual, it's needed to build strong relationship, especially in your career. Your boss says something you don't like and you're thinking of how to respond. I attended a webinar some time ago, about a week ago or thereabouts. And the facilitator was saying that some of you, the way you react to things just ruins everything. But emotional intelligence will guide you. Your boss gets you upset and he has given you a query, you're ready to just bombard him with a response. No, just draft your response. Take a walk, come back. You'll be so shocked that you start editing every word that you have typed in there. So emotional intelligence is very important. It's a skill in demand for 2025. Now let's move ahead to problem solving. Problem solving, creative thinking. Organizations are looking for employees that will think outside the box. They're looking for employees that are innovative. They don't just want somebody that will say, yes, sir. Okay, yes, we agree to it. Yes, sir. What are you thinking? This is the strategy we want to run for the next quarter. What do you think about it? Problem-solving skill, creative skill is important. And of course, to develop it, you need to keep yourself abreast with closed groups. You need to keep yourself abreast with case studies. You're in groups, they drop case study, you're not interested in solving or giving. These are how you improve on your problem-solving skill. Because, of course, it's top skill in demand for 2025. Now move ahead to analytic skills. This will help you to succeed on your role. Employers value professionals who can interpret data, who can make informed decisions that, okay, boss, this thing, I think it should be like this, it should be like this. Like I earlier said, no organization wants an employee that they will tell, go left and you go left, go right and you go right. So we need to improve on our analytical skills. Employers are looking for a mix of technical skills, a mix of soft skills. So being proficient in both skills makes you competitive in the job market. So while you're building your soft skill, you're also building your analytical skills, you're building your technical skills. These are important. So moving ahead, so problem-solving skill, activity rather. So jump on the chat box. I want to be sure that every one of us we are following. So imagine you're in a job interview. An interviewer asks, how would you sell a fridge to someone living in Antarctica? How would you sell a fridge to someone living in Antarctica? Now, for some of us, that just takes 30 seconds. So for some of us that don't know where Antarctica is a southmost continent on Earth, located at the South Pole. It is surrounded by Southern Ocean, and it is the coldest and windiest continent. It has no permanent human population. Only research stations operates there by various countries. So it sits on the continent's vast ice sheet, specifically 90 degrees south latitude. So how would you sell a fridge to someone that is living in Antarctica, to someone that is living in a very cold place? How would you sell a fridge? So in the chat box, I want to see us drop, how would you sell a fridge to someone? Would you say someone that is already in a cold place, how would you sell a fridge? So please put it on the chat box while we move ahead. So we're moving straight to technological proficiency. Some don't want to hear this part at all, like coding. No, what do I have to do with coding? But the truth is, think of coding as a learning language. It's a learning, of course, it's a learning language of computers. But once you have the mindset that, think about it like it's Yoruba language, it's an Igbo language, it's an Hausa language. So even knowing the basics can actually help you as a non-tech person for a non-tech job. I recall I was having an interview with a backend engineer, who became my head of engineer. And after the interview, when we had onboarded and he had resumed, he said, HR, I don't understand you. Are you doing it now? Because I know that in a role, I will have opportunity to be interviewing people that would be software engineers, front end, back end, mobile engineers. So having that at the back of my mind, I needed to know just the basics. I don't even know, and I don't need to know an in-depth. I just needed to know the basics. So this coding, of course, it helps automate repetitive tasks, making life easier and work more efficient. I recall when we were developing our version 2 of one of my software, and I told them I was going to, they were to do it, they were in the office, they couldn't go home because there was time, it was time bound. I had to sleep in the office. I had to sleep in the office to know what they were doing. Is it the UAT test? I wanted to be part of it. Not shy away like some of us do in our organizations. We don't want to just be part of it, or we just want to just do the work that you gave me to do and let me go. That is not the skill for 2025. People that would be innovative, people that would think outside the box are the people that are ready for 2025. Now talk about AI tools. I've mentioned it earlier. These can actually boost productivity. So you learn to use, of course, those popular AI tools that I mentioned. Now in the chat box, please tell me how many of you use ChatGPT? At least that's the most popular. How many of us use it? If you use it, just put a yes, 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 and I'm fine with it. How many of us leverage on it? You want to send a mail, you're applying for a job, you want to send a mail, type what you want to type, how you feel to express yourself, how you want to sell yourself, your elevation pitch, type it. But then you will enhance it. When you now put it on ChatGPT, it enhances you. So some repetitive words, it helps you to take them out. Some words that are verbose, it takes them out for you and structure it in a well-professional manner. So let's leverage on these tools. Now, I mentioned data analysis. I did data analytics. I mentioned it in the course of this webinar. Just the basics is enough for you to sell. Data analysis has actually helped me in my job as HR. Like I said, it helps me in my reporting. Some of you might say, but I really don't need it. I'm in customer service. Yes, you need it in your reporting. Oh, no, I'm a salesperson. Yes, you need it in your reporting. It makes you distinct. For 2025, employers are not looking for the regular. They are not looking for the people that everybody is the regular, what we all know, what we used to know. That's not what we are looking for. That's not the top skills in demand in 2025. They are looking for technological proficiency. So I want to believe that as we're discussing this, you're thinking, okay, in the next 3 months, I want to add this to my vision goal for 2025. So in the next 6 months, this is what I want to do. So in the next 1 year, this is the skill I want to add to what I already have. And the truth is, no one is past learning. No one. Then let's move to cybersecurity. Cybersecurity is an awareness increasingly important in our today's top skills for 2025. Some you hear organization will say, oh, there's a mail that just came, there's a bug, we need to do this. All you just do, you just hear. You don't even know what. In fact, I know if I ask some of us, can you set up a desktop on a table? Can you set it up? The wires are there, the cords, all the USB, everything is there. Can you set it up? Now, nobody taught me. I have opportunity of having my IT come to my front, they set it up. Then I felt these are little things I can actually do. I can actually set this thing up. I can actually set these things up. Not just to put the plug and I'm good. I don't even need to call my IT. So these little things, like I said, they matter a lot. For 2025, they matter. So if you've been one of those that usually shy away from responsibilities like this, or any little thing, IT, any little thing, IT, please, the plug cannot IT. We need to desist from it. We need to enhance ourselves, enhance the skills that you have already. So in terms of which includes passwords, recognizing phishing mails, some people, I remember in my previous organization, somebody clicked on a phishing mail. Because if you're not improving yourself on these technological skills, when you see phishing mail, you can't even identify it. You just click. And that's a total damage to the entire organization. Moving ahead, soft skills for success. Because I want to believe that this webinar is for us to enhance ourselves and look at where are those areas where I need to improve on myself. How am I prepared for 2025? Now, there are soft skills that you need for success. These would help you to succeed. And of course, one of it, adaptability. Continue, I mentioned it early. No one is past learning. The day you say you don't want to learn anymore, then you may then just you'll be down under feet, 6 feet. So every day you must hunger, you must long for learning. You must hunger to learn one new thing. Because that's the only way you can evolve in today's market. That's the only thing that would make you, because let's face reality. We have thousands of people in the job market, millions of people in the job market. So how do you thrive? How do you excel beyond what these people? You're sitting with people, there are people with master's degree, and you're here having maybe an OND. But there's one skill there that is going to cause you to thrive beyond someone that even have a master's degree. Then talk about communication and presentation skills. These are essential for success for this 2025 and beyond. Some of us cannot communicate clearly. Recently, I had not really an altercation, but I had to just jump on someone when the person dropped a message. And see, your first message, when you're typing, the first message, immediately you drop it, think. Once I drop this, will they understand and give me response immediately? I've seen people drop messages, questions in chat groups. They want, oh, can you help me? Hello, profs, can you help me with this? And you're trying to understand what is this person trying to say. I recall when I was in a bank several years ago, and there was theft in the organization, and funny enough, someone was implicated. About 500,000 bills was dropped in the person's office. This is money that we have been looking for. And he was called to come, like, express himself, like, tell us, how did the money get there? He's not aware how the money got there. He's not the one that stole the money. Somebody was trying to implicate him. But you know, his expression caused him problems even more. Couldn't explain. He couldn't, he was just, yes, I know he was in shock, but then you have opportunity to now clean yourself, clear your name, and you cannot communicate clearly. Now, there's one thing about communication, but there's another thing with clear communication. If I send a mail to someone, would the person understand me immediately, or the person will ask me again? So to understand you better, are you saying that? So these are soft skills for success: communication, presentation skills. Communicate your ideas clearly. Let somebody understand you. Let us not start cracking our head. Was it right? Is it better you just spoke Yoruba or you just spoke Igbo? Is it not better? Or should we just even go and get an interpreter? So another soft skill for success is leadership. Yeah, a lot of people run away from leadership. A lot of people run away from team collaboration. This is important. If some of us, if you're aware now, recently in organizations, they hammer on team collaboration. We cannot do this alone. We all want to think outside the box. You come with your ideas, I come with my ideas. Let's collaborate. That's the only way we can work effectively. Some of us cannot work in teams. I've done interviews with some candidates and I asked them, how do they like to work? And they tell you, I like to work alone. I like to work alone. But in today's soft skills for success, we need team collaboration. We want you to work together. Now, let's talk about critical thinking. Critical thinking and decision making are highly valued. For soft skills for success for 2025, you will need critical thinking. So, like I said, thinking outside the box, not your regular. 1 + 1 is 2. Why should it be 2? Okay. So, task your brain. A lot of us, our brains are sleeping. Our brains are sleeping. We need to task it. Ask questions. Even when you know 1 + 1 is 2, why should it be 2? Dig deeper. Find out. And you'll be so shocked that in your digging deep, you're taking the organization to success. So critical thinking is one soft skills that is needed for 2025 and beyond. So I don't know, what skills do you think you want to enhance? You can drop it on the chat box. What skills are you thinking of? What soft skills do you think? I know some of us is communication. I know some is leadership. So please drop it in the chat box. Tell us, what soft skills do you want to develop for this 2025 and even beyond? So moving ahead, embracing lifelong learning. Now, like I mentioned earlier, it's only those that are down below, 6 feet below, that are not learning anymore. They don't have opportunity to learn. So, but for us that are alive, it's a lifelong task. Gone are the days when getting a degree was just enough. The world is changing fast. Think about it. Some of the highest paying jobs today, like data science, backend engineers, they didn't exist 10 years ago. I don't know how many people is agreeing with me. 10 years ago, what was data science? It never existed. But here we are today. They are existing. So it means that I have to upskill myself. I have to reskill myself. Then there's something I missed out here. I have to unlearn. You have to drop them. You have to trash them. Upskilling keeps you to stay relevant. You need to keep improving on yourself. Whether it's learning digital marketing, coding, project management, continuous learning gives you an edge. You have to expand your skill set. Learning is an intentional act. So you have to make it an intentional act. Say, this is what I'm going to do, except you don't want to be a career person. You have to upskill, reskill for career growth. They talk about online courses. I know if I ask us here, when last did you do an online course? Even the ones that are free, a lot of us are not utilizing this. I see in online, LinkedIn, several places, Facebook, you see free, learn data analytics for free, intensive coaching, 5 hours. A lot of us are not utilizing this. Coursera is there, Udemy is there. Sometimes they make promos. Because you don't utilize those spaces, you won't know when they are doing their promos. So you'll be able to learn like Coursera, Udemy, you learn at your own pace. I remember when I just joined HR, my first HR training, I had to pay, like I pay hundreds of thousands because I knew I was wearing a big shoe and I needed to upskill myself because they gave me a big shoe to wear. Do you know what it is to someone resigns and they said on the resignation letter, it was written, hand over to Loretta. Like, hand over what? Where do I start from? I was comfortable in my space. But immediately, what did I do? I paid for it. I didn't sort anybody's. I just knew I was wearing a shoe that was bigger than me. And the only way I can do that was get more knowledge. Then I leverage on Google, what's it called? Coursera. I did financial aid. They gave me something free also. They do financial aid free. The current one I'm doing right now, Google Analytics on Coursera, is free. So these things, you need to be intentional about it. Gone are the days where they will call you to say, come, oh yeah, you must. No, everybody is busy. The world is going very fast. Everybody is busy. If you call your friend that you have seen like 5 years, 6 years ago, where you left them is not where they are anymore. You'll be shocked where they are. So leverage on all these online courses. And also like trainings like this, they are free. We put them on the YouTube page and you go there, you listen to them. I remember several people, they will chat me, HR, beg, help me. Help me, I just got this job as HR. I don't waste time. I don't have power. I just send them the link of 100 days, to 100 days in HR on Dr. Liemi's page. I just share it to them and they're saying, thank you, because I used it in my current job and it helped me. I was listening to it and I was taking notes. Then talk about training programs, industry-specific training programs. We cannot emphasize it. Get this knowledge. Get specialized knowledge. Say beyond HRO. I think I want to do something different. Some of us, if I ask you who is a DevOps, I'm sure you've never heard who is a DevOps. You've never heard it before. We have quality assurance. The executive assistant that we all know. It's not the regular executive assistant that we know. Customer service are not the ones that we used to know. You have to enhance your skill. For a customer service officer, you have to enhance your skill beyond just picking your phones and calling customers and making them empathizing with them, making them feel okay. Beyond that, what skill do you have in your reporting? What happens to HubSpot? What happens to your in project management? What happens to Trello? What happens to Asana? All these are skills that would make you different. For the past 2 weeks, I've been doing some recruitment and the client actually needed an executive assistant, but those are just the peculiar, like I see executive assistant, 10 years experience, 5 years experience, 6 years experience, no software proficiency, no technological proficiency. Just drop those CVs. And I pick the ones that have done project management, they know how to use HubSpot, they know how to use Freshdesk. These are skills for today's job market. It's not your regular executive assistant and you come tell me, oh, I've been working with this CEO, this politician, this. No, beyond that. You need a sellable skill. So I've talked about training programs, industry-specific training programs. Now talk about mentorship. Very few understand what mentorship is all about. We all need mentorship. There are free resources everywhere. Free people are there to just mentor you. You have to make that move. You have to identify that I need to fill this space in my career. Some of us do not leverage on that. In fact, if I ask us now, when last we went for an event that is in line with a career, I'm sure some of us was when last 2020, 2021, no mention 2020, 2021, 2022. This networking are very important. Events. We see these events. Some of us, we look at it like, okay, oh, they're charging 10,000, they're charging 15,000. But what those networking opportunities will give you will go beyond 10,000 naira. Please, if you're following, just type yes on the chat box so I know that you're following. These networking opportunities will help you grow. There was someone that I met in my last event that I attended, Vision and Goal. That was in February 8th. Yeah, that was the last one I attended. And we exchanged contacts and the guy reached out later like, oh, I've been job searching. I'm like, okay, first, The CV is what will show who you are first. Let me see your CV. And the person shared the CV. And when I saw the CV, I knew the person need a whole lot of work. And as I would always be, for those that know me very well, I had to revamp the person's CV, of course, free of charge, even though I charge for it. So I just revamped the person's CV, and the person has been all over. Thank you every day, thank you every day, thank you every day. But just networking, just, oh, how are you? What do you do? In an event. You think he didn't know about CV revamping all these years? He does. And some of us, we need guidance in our career path. We need to speak to someone. We need to speak to an expert to guide you. Okay, this year, this how far I've gone. I'm thinking of, I want to do this. I want to do this. You need someone to guide you. You need someone. Some of us, we didn't have the opportunity for someone to hold us and move. We didn't have the opportunity. So network, get across to people. Let them know. Let them know this is your career path. Let them guide you. You need an expert guide. And I hope some of us are thinking of who to reach out to. There are a lot of them, a lot of people. There's some people I reached out to. I never knew them physically. I just follow their posts on LinkedIn. I comment. I make myself visible. I let them see me. I attend trainings, webinars. I contribute. I throw jokes. It's not because I'm a stand-up comedian or sit-down comedian, or how do you guys call it? But I just make myself known. I'm just showing myself that I'm here. This is me. If I ask some of us when last you reached out to your LinkedIn, I'm sure it's bringing dust already. You don't even know the name you used to open your LinkedIn. So embrace this lifelong learning. It will help you beyond your career. Just imagine me, I decide not to do HR anymore and I decide to sell tomato. Just imagine, tomato and pepper. Imagine the class that we used to sell that tomato and pepper. You're coming to buy your tomato and pepper and AC is blowing you. So this learning, of course, will make you differentiate beyond your career path. Even when you decide that, okay, I want to run my own business, these are these critical skills that would help you. So moving ahead, thank you, everyone. I want to be sure everyone is being carried along. So how do we navigate this new work environment? How do we navigate through this new... Now, I told you for the past few weeks, I've been trying to recruit for a role and for a client. And when and I also have some people too that have been looking for jobs. They reach out to me and they ask me, oh, please, HR, please, I need job like yesterday. Please help me. I've not eaten. Is it that bad? Then I see a job and I'm sharing the job to them and they're saying, please, I beg, is it remote or hybrid? And I'm like, I thought you were so desperate to get a job. My dear, that's the new world of work. Remote, hybrid are the new world of work now. So you will not blame them when they are asking, sorry, that job, is it a remote job or a hybrid job? That is the world that we are. In my organization, I remember when we just started, and engineers by default, they work hybrid, in fact, remote. Then my CEO was saying, no, I need them on site. I need them. We are developing a software. I need them on site. I said, okay, fine. I'll see how I can get those ones that are ready to work. And thankfully, I was able to get the ones that wanted to work on site. But I knew it was going to be temporal. Then I suggested it again to myself. He said, no, never. In this organization, no remote. I said, speak to you currently. We work remotely. We work hybrid. Because that's the new world of work. We need to adapt to the environment. You need to prepare yourself. So now, if you're working remotely, how would you do your job? Do you realize that some tools that you need to do your job? Some of us do not even know what is Slack. Some of us do not know what Teams is all about. All we know, thankfully, is Google Meet. Even to navigate via Zoom is difficult. These are some tools that you will need when you're working remotely. It's not one thing to be shouting, I want remote work. The work I'm looking for now is hybrid. If it's not hybrid, okay, the days that you work at home, do you realize that you have to have a reliable internet? So this, you need to prepare your mind towards. So it's not about just screaming, I need a remote job. I need this, the remote job I want. I want to be able to focus on my business also. I need this. Are you prepared for remote work? So these are the things how you navigate in a new work environment. Prepare your mind for remote work. There are some of us that, no, if I don't go office, it be like I don't go work. Oh. Prepare your mind because a lot of business are facing off on-site jobs, except for the production, manufacturing. Now talk about digital tools. I think I just mentioned part of it now. How many of the tools that do you know how to use? Like I mentioned, Teams. How many of us know how to use Teams? Download the app on your phone if you don't know how to use it. There was a lady I met some time ago, and she said she's hungry to know about how to use these tools. I said, do you know how to use Teams? She said, no. I said, okay, download it. I said, okay, send me an invite. Let's see how it goes. That is someone that is hungry to learn. So we need to prepare our mind for the new world of work. Prepare for digital. You have to be digitally ready to collaborate. Someone sends you a message on or job on Slack, and you're wondering what's Slack about, what's going on. Go online, read about these things. Some of these tools, I didn't know how to use them. I learned just on ChatGPT. Tell me about Asana. Tell me about Trello. Because I'm interviewing people that are using it. How do I ask them questions when I don't know how they use it? You need to be a master of these tools. Teams, Zoom, Google Meet, Slack, and so many others. How do you navigate the new work environment? Talking about work-life balance. Like some of my friends, this just a comic relief. One of my friends said, please, there's nothing like balance. Life will balance later because now I want to hustle. But the truth is, this is sad reality, but that's the truth. Anything happens to you, HR will just do maybe a minute silence, put posters, empathize with your family, but they will move ahead by filling that role. The next job advert is that role that you're occupying. So what would you do to avoid burnout? Work-life balance strategies are important. Create a me time for yourself. Create a me time, your time. This is my time. This is the time that I want to just, my me time. Sadly, some people will say I'm old school, is fine, but I love playing Candy Crush. Like I want to crush things. When I play it, it tells me that's strategy, I'm going to crush it. This one, I'm going to crush this. I'm going to crush in that meeting. So that's what I do. I want to win. I want to win. That's in my head. I just want to win. Then cross-cultural competency. Some of us, we don't want to collaborate. No. If it's, I don't like working with Yoruba people. No, 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 no. We have to diversify. We have to think globally. Some of us will say, no, I cannot work with Indian people. Those people, they eat garlic too much. No, I cannot work. You have to be open-minded. Cross-cultural competence is essential for global teams. Prepare your mind for it. You'll be working with a Pakistan team lead. You'll be working with an Indian supervisor. You have to prepare your mind for this how to navigate on the new work of environment. You need to prepare your mind for it. people from diverse culture. Like I can work with any human. As long as you have 2 hands and 2 legs, I can work with you. So we need to prepare ourselves for the new world of work. That is just, we need to prepare our mind. We need to make, because if you're just thinking this is in your space, oh, I've always been in Lagos, the people around me, we always speak Yoruba, that's the only way, or we only speak Igbo, I'm in the East, I'm in Enugu, that's the Igbo, we used to communicate there. If they bring a Yoruba colleague, I will not be able to flow. Come on. The new world of work expects you to cross-cultural competence and collaborate. And let's respect diverse perspective. People come with their own idea. So people, they tell you in their culture, a man can marry 7 wives. Doesn't mean, even when you have one, that's their culture. Respect them for it. Oh, my culture, this is how we dress. Respect them for it. So this is how you will be able to navigate in a new work environment. I hope we're all following. So action plan for career success. Action plan for career success. Now, I want you to rate yourself in a chat box, maybe from scale 1 to 5. Scale 1 to 5, communication skills, problem skills. So in communication, you say 5. Problem skill, if you are in 2, put 2. Digital literacy, if you're in 0, put 0 there. Teamwork and leadership, if you're in 5, put 5. Or maybe you have exceeded 5 now. Please put it. Time management, put it. Let's see. Please, let's make use of the chat box. Just keep dropping it there. Just keep dropping it there. So action plan for career success. What's the way forward? What do we do? Skill audit. So like all what we've been talking about all this while is for you to sit down, analyze yourself and say, conduct a personal skill audit. Where am I lagging? Where is that gap in my career? What is the next step? What do I need to do? So once you're able to identify that skill gap, that is a sure way to go. You've identified it, then what's the way forward? Then if you need expert advice, if you need someone to mentor you, then you look for someone to mentor you and guide you in that path to be able to fill that gap that you've identified. So you need skill audit. So in your own personal space, after today's lesson, you can go back on YouTube to watch this again and say, what is that space, that career gap, that skill gap? It could be communication. It could be that you don't communicate clearly. Yes, we speak English, but it's beyond English. Communicating clearly and effectively is different. Now, second one is learning goals. I believe that a lot of us, I want to believe that every one of us for 2025 will set a goal for career advancement. I have. So everyone is expected at the beginning of the year, set a goal for yourself. Now, the truth is you may not smash all these goals. Don't be hard on yourself. You may not smash all these goals, but at least you are looking at it and you're saying, okay, I want to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So by mid-year, I will be this. I will be inducted. Maybe you want to be in HR and say, okay, by June 2025, I would have been inducted. Okay, how do I go about it? So set specific learning goals, put timeline to it. Set smart, specific goals for yourself, learning goals. And this will help in your career advancement. So for those that score themselves, what did you score lowest? So check it. What is that? So it means that you need to improve on that one that is lowest. And who are you going to hold accountable? It's you. It's me. I cannot hold you. I'm going to hold myself accountable for any progress that I make. Now, the next is online platform. I've mentioned it earlier, leveraging on online learning platforms for training, like one of these that we're talking about. Leverage on YouTube videos like this. Leverage on online platforms. Only to go on Instagram and be looking at things. Let me not mention the things that some of us will look at. We spent considerable number of hours looking at some things that time, truth be told, we spent, if I don't know how many have tried it, try it and take note of it. When you hold your phone, especially when you're on Instagram, you can be there for 3 hours without moving. You can be there for 2 hours. Some of us, the late nights that you don't sleep, in the morning they see you all saggy and they ask you, and like you're all rush, what's going on? You say, I don't sleep well. It's not like you were reading, that's why you didn't sleep well, or studying something, or learning a skill. So this is a call for every one of us to work on our online platforms, learn from it, leverage on it. People are benefiting. I have an Indian friend, Steve. I have an Indian friend. 90% of the things he learned are online. He's a guru he's a guru tech. Of the things that, in fact, you can find that, you can Google it. Most of the Indians, all they learned are from YouTube, but they don't have 7 heads. So if they can learn and acquire that skill, you and I can actually do that and acquire those skills. And the last but not the least is your online presence. Like I mentioned earlier, some of us, if we dust our online presence now, it will be breathing out dust because we don't even visit it. We cannot even remember. There was someone that said I should optimize his LinkedIn page for him. And that was about last month. And actually did, and everything was good. Then I don't know, I was just, something just said, search for his name online, on YouTube. Oh, sorry, on LinkedIn. And I searched, and I'm seeing his name again. Then I screenshot and I sent it to him. I said, are you on LinkedIn? Do you have another profile? And he said, yes, he has another. But you didn't tell me, and we've created another one. And he said, and that was then. Something happened, I forgot my password. And because he doesn't make use of it, he doesn't even know he had one. Let's leverage on our online presence. Network with professionals. Go on LinkedIn. Let people know you by your comments. Let people hear you by your comments. Let people see you. You think they don't, they see you. They see you. These people see you. Leverage on it. Have a presence online and beyond just online. Like there's some of you that in your organization, when people are talking and they see you coming, everybody is sitting up because they know you will not want to hear any kind of talk. That's a presence you have created for yourself in your organization. To create a presence online, build your professional online presence. This is your career we're talking about. Some of you will say, there was someone I created, optimize her LinkedIn, and I said, please make your first post. Let's see how it is. And she was like, I don't know what to talk about. I said, you have something to talk about. Something happened in your office the other day. You have something to talk about. You learned something you have something to talk about. Even this training, you can go on LinkedIn and talk about it. Oh, the last weekend, this was how my weekend was. I learned this, I learned this. I was given action plan for career success. I was taught how the top skills for 2025. This is a conversation for you to start up on LinkedIn. And that also will help you to navigate. You will not see some people that will guide you, mentor you in your career path. And you follow that person. You will hear those people when they have events, you'll be able to attend and listen to them. Because you can't remain in your confine and think that you will grow yourself. It go happen, I go blow one day. It doesn't happen like that. It doesn't happen like that. I was almost tempted to say praise the Lord. Let's move ahead. Okay, my final thought. Your career is your business. And it's time for you to manage it as a CEO. This was said by Doris Sher. So own it. It's your business. Own it. It's time for you to manage it. Like you're the CEO, like I'm doing right now. I am the CEO of my business, of my career. because my career is my business. So when you have that understanding, you will manage it, you will take it, you will take ownership of it. And my word for you to go with today is employability isn't a destination. It is a continuous journey. The more you invest in yourself, the more doors will be open for you. The job market rewards those who take action. So what do? Start today. Take action from today's section. Whether it's enrolling on a course, improving your LinkedIn profile, or networking with professionals. Like I said, employability is a continuous journey. The more you invest in yourself, the more doors open for you. So thank you very much. Thank you for listening. So this is the time that questions will be welcome. I remain Loretta Odoro, HR leader and disruptor, HR disruptor. So I'm open to questions. So if you have any question, just signify by raising your hand and I'll unmute you to share your question. Thank you very much. So it's time you can share your question. You can drop it in the chat. But if you want to say it, you can also just raise your hand and share your questions, and I'll be open to respond with my little wealth of knowledge. So please, okay, someone's hand is up. Israel's hand is up. Sorry. Okay. Okay, Israel, you can go ahead.
Good evening, madam.
Good
Good
evening,
evening,
Israel.
everyone. Thank you for this beautiful session.
Thank
Thank
you.
you very much. I'm grateful. I just want to ask this. For instance, you have colleagues, you have team members that are not really in support of skilling, or building your skills and all that, and you discover that they are lagging behind and it's affecting your team productivity, how best do you think, or what strategy do you think you can bring in? Because we are talking of team work now, and you are trying to show yourself as a good team player. So you are trying to let them see, of course, you are upskilling, but because you are working together as a team, and the fault of one might end up being the fault of all. So what best strategy do you think one can deploy in this scenario?
Okay. Thank you very much, Israel. Okay, so for those that may not actually understand what he's trying to say, now for some team members, what I tell people is every team member's skill may not be at same par. So there are some that they are top notch, they are good, they are just excellent. They've been in organizations where they've been groomed, they are good. Now you are in a team where you have skills. Now you're trying to implement, let them know these skills will help us in our jobs, but they are resisting. Now, one thing you have to understand is change. People resist change. People resist change, just like you and I. There are a lot of things that have come and do like, no, why would they do it like that? No, be so we they do them. A lot of us resist change. So I would advise you, and what I have done in time past is have a one-on-one discussion with your line manager, supervisor, or direct line, whoever the person is. Have a one-on-one. Point out, now this is what would make it different. You're not imposing it now, but you're saying, if we use this skill, this is the result it will give us. Because that is what they want to hear. What would it give us? So this is the skill, this is what I am saying, and this is what it will bring out if we implement this skill, if we use this skill. Let's assume you know how to use, you're a data analytic, you've studied and you're a data analytics, and you're telling them that if we use this, it will help us in our job. It will help us move from this level to this level. Now they are resisting because it's a whole lot of work learning data analysis. So you're saying that is a whole lot of, so they are going to resist you. So you have a one-on-one session with the line manager or the supervisor and point out, if we use this data analytics skill, if we train our team members, this is the result if we implement it for this project. I'm sure if you come in that line, the doors will be opened. But if you just throw it at them, believe you me, everybody, they will resist change, especially when you are not, quote and unquote, the team lead or the line manager. But even when you are, they will still resist. But then how you present it is what will make you different. So because you're in a team, you have to speak with the line manager or supervisor in charge, present why you think that skill, the resultant effect of that skill. If you're able to analyze it that way, I'm sure it's a go-to strategy. Thank you. So do we have any more questions? Do we have more questions? Please drop your questions and let's move ahead.
Hello, ma.
Okay. Yes, go ahead.
Hello, ma. Now, on the
Yes.
organizational part, you know, most organization in this cost efficiency era, for instance, one or two skill upgrading might need training some team members and all that. So how best and you think it's coming from the head now? Of course, you need to spend to get something, but the organization is not actually seen from that perspective. So how best do you think one can manage this scenario? And you want the best for the organization. Of course, you want productivity for your team.
Okay, thank you very much. So a lot of HR has been faced with this question you're asking because, of course, we are the drivers of the business and we want our team members, the entire organization to have a particular skill. How do we go about it? Especially when it has to be HR is cost center. So how do we present this? So I want to even use it as from, sorry, what is it from my end as HR because we are cost center. We are not bringing, they feel we are not bringing in money, but we're always spending money, okay? So how do you present this? Let me tell you. So like I mentioned earlier, for the organization, you have to come with a business case. Why should I train the team on data analytics? I'm just using data analytics as an example. Why should I train them? So the results of what you're going to train them. If the entire organization is trained on this skill, this is what it will reduce. Now, don't forget that when you're reducing this side, you're increasing efficiency. So when you present it this way to the organization, I'm sure they would run to it. But of course, like I said, it's not that every organization must do this because if the business is not making money. So, but at least you have made a step by presenting it to them that, okay, these are the needed skills for this role. Maybe sales, this is the skill that they need as sales team. Now you have presented this to them. Now you are bringing the business case that I have 20 sales team members. If we train them on data analytics, let me use Salesforce skill. If we train them on Salesforce, now they usually delay in their reporting. They usually delay in their call memos and the rest of them and all that, reaching their customers. So you are breaking it down. You're having, like I mentioned, a business case for it. This is why they need to learn this skill. And this is the resultant effect. Once you place both together, because most times we just go and say, no, it's data analytics that are running now. Most organizations, that's what they are doing. No organization will want to nobody works with emotion. We don't use emotion to pay salaries. So we want to see results. If I do this, this is what I will get. I remember in my previous organization, we were not using software. So what I did was when I understood what software would do for us, I didn't just jump at them and say, every organization, that's how they are doing now. Everywhere they are using software. No. I told them I need an HRIS. It will help me in my data collation. It will help my team members to use their LMS. Learning management system is there. My leave application. My staff do not need to be sending mail or filling forms. They have to use what's it called? They have to apply on that HR or that software with their leave. My staff, they don't need to be disturbing me for pay slip on a go with that software. Once they log in, they have their pay slip on the go. You know, so these were the things I presented, and it helped me to streamline my recruitment also. So these are the things, helps me to manage my attendance also. It helps me to manage my payroll also. I don't need to be doing manual computation anymore. So those were my business cases. And of course, they didn't accept at that time, but there was a point where they know, oh, the organization actually now need this, and we were able to run with it, and it was approved. So present your business case. All right, any more question? I don't know if I'm on track, but I'm seeing secondly, okay. Okay, good. Someone said, I wish we had this kind of platform 20 years ago. It's never too late. We move. Good, good. That's the spirit. So secondly, we have been told that certificates from Coursera, Allison and Co. are not that much recognized. What then do we do with them if organizations don't want to recognize them? Okay, this is where we are missing it. Now, let me even tell you, let me even give you a shocker. Recruiters do not even bother. When you list your certifications that you put on your CV, beyond your licenses, maybe PIP, I'm a licensed chartered, I'm a licensed HRO or a chartered accountant, beyond all those licenses, when you list them, you only put them, they just see it as, okay, you are collaborating and involving with trends. You're connected with trends. You know what is going on. So you're trying to upskill yourself. That's the purpose. Not because if I see you list 10 certifications you have gotten from different institutions, renowned ones, then I will give you the job. No. Because when I have interaction with you, I will know what can you do. Beyond this certificate that you have listed, what can you do? And you're telling me, for a customer service officer, I can use Trello, I can use Asana, which are project management tools. But this person did not list any certificates on the CV. So it's not about listing those certificates. So it's about getting the knowledge. So please get it. It's not about how you go and list it. Nobody asks you on I don't think any recruiter is going to ask you, oh, you got this from, what's it called? You got this from Allison. No, Allison is, no, Allison, no. Nobody is asking you for those certificates. It's just a knowledge for you. So please, getting knowledge and getting certification, they are two different things. So our center of thought today is for you to get knowledge, get skilled, beyond the certificates. There are some people that they don't have certificates. They just go online and they're just studying and just studying. There was no certificate, but they can do the job effectively. So I don't know if that answers the question. I don't know if there's if I miss any question in the chat room. Please, if I miss your question, you can just call me to it. So I can just quickly attend to it. Or is there anybody, if you have any question, you can just go ahead and just raise your hand and I will mute you so you can answer. So any more question? Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Please, as you're craving to get certificates, make sure you crave to also go get skilled beyond the certification, get skilled. Now, the truth is, like some people will say, somebody's hand is off. Some people will say that, some people will say that experience is what will sell you out on the field. So when you're getting those knowledge, so when you're getting those knowledge, is what will sell you into this world of work. So some of you have worked in organization, you refuse to learn. It's not in your unit. You are in marketing and customer service in your organization. They're using HubSpot. You don't know what it is. Okay, I thought somebody's hand is up. Gloria, I thought I saw your hand up. Did you change your mind? You can drop a chat in case you change your mind. So some of you, your organization, they have so many tools that they're using, but some of you just leave it. It's when you're not in another organization, I say, that my previous organization, they used to use these tools. Oh, I didn't learn it. You know, it happened to me. My previous organization, they were using Zoho. But I just said, please, I beg, I don't know, it's not because it wasn't, the package they did was for finance. But I had to start learning it. I didn't have a choice because I know I would need it as part of my job also. So I don't know if you have any more question. If there is none, I want to say thank you to everyone. Thank you for participating. Thank you for joining in. We usually have these sessions almost on a daily basis. You go to our YouTube, Dr. Luyemi Adeosun on YouTube, search for him, you're able to join in to listen to just search, you'll see something that is related to something that you need. And I bet you, okay, Gloria's hand is up. Okay. Just, sorry. Okay, Gloria, you can go ahead. I've unmute. You can speak now.
Okay, hi, good evening.
Good
I'm
evening,
sorry, I
Gloria.
asked a question on the chat box. I don't know if you can maybe help answer.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Hello?
Yes, I'm trying to search for it. Okay. I don't know if I missed it, but okay. Is there a way you can maybe copy and I don't think I can. Okay. Okay. Gloria, I'm not sure I can see your message. If you can just copy and drop it again, I'll be able to. I'm trying to search, but I cannot see it. But I've unmuted you. You can actually just go ahead and ask your question. Is Gloria here with us? Okay, someone's hand is up. Okay.
Okay, I'm sorry. I've been trying to unmute, but it wasn't allowing me. So I was saying,
Okay.
please, I'm barely 6 months into the HR journey and not much experience. So I don't know if you have maybe any advice for me, and also maybe any tools that can help maybe make life easier. Thank you, ma.
Okay, thank you for that, Gloria. Okay, so welcome. I was in this space like about 8 years ago. I was in this your space. So what I did that helped me, so which I always I advocate and tell people I believe that will work for you. So what you do is first you must have a learning DNA. You know, a DNA that's like there's a group I belong to. We call ourselves shameless learner. You have to belong to that group. That's one. Then secondly, you have to join close groups that are related to your career path. You're in HRO. There are several HRO groups. People come with employee issues. People come with updated policies, labor laws, templates. So in these spaces, case studies are analyzed. So you'll be able to, when you're in doubt and you're not clear, you'll be able to ask questions. Then beyond that also, you need to look for a mentor. You know, these are the things that we were not taught when we started back then. We were just running on our own, but God helped us and we were able to we are still running and we are on course, you know. So get a mentor. Someone needs to mentor you, to guide you, to say, okay, I know there are a few people that have been joining some mentorship. Some are paid mentorship. But the truth is, some will be like, I go pay for. The truth is, there's no money that is wasted in learning. There's none. That's the truth. There's no money that is wasted when you're learning. There was a time that, at least I've been in HR for about 9 years, and about 3 years ago, I needed to upskill my payroll knowledge. So what I did was I enrolled for a paid group where they taught about payroll, total rewards, everything about payroll. But are you saying that all the past 6, 7 years I didn't know about? I did, but I wanted to upskill myself. So these are the things that you need to do also. Look for some, there are some cost-friendly ones, cost-friendly HRO packages. I don't know if you belong to HRO mentorship, but I would advise you to join ASAP. If you are not, you can hook me up on LinkedIn, Loretta Oduro on LinkedIn. Just buzz me up and let me know. I'll be able to connect you to HRO mentorship, where it's a group you will be handheld. We see a lot of people that want to mentor you, you know. So I'm sure with these points, this will be able to guide you in your HRO path. And so, like I mentioned, your heart must be opened. So there are some things that you even know previously, you have to drop them and learn the new things. So keep an open heart, and I wish you success. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Yes. Oh, great, great. Thank you. Someone just mentioned, yes, thank you very much. So let me just put this out again also. So you can also, Gloria, you can also join a CIPM chapter that is close to you. Yes, and also CIPM chapter that is close to you, you can also join, and there are a lot of career webinars, clinics, teaching, knowledge sharing sections. So this also too can actually help you. Thank you very much. I don't know if there are any more questions, and we'll be calling it a night. Thank you very much. I see all your messages. I'm elated. I hope I did as much as you guys are applauding. Thank you so much. These are encouraging. Thank you so much. Inspiring. Thank you. Blessing. Thank you. I see you guys. I see my people. I see my guys. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Oluye, for this privilege. I'm grateful. Yes, Pastor Loretta is. Thank you, MBG. I see you. Thank you, guys. I'm elated. Thank you. Please follow us, Dr. Luyemi Adeoshun, on YouTube and LinkedIn. Also Loretta Odoro on LinkedIn. And I also have a free package. I thought it was something I would be able to share, but I think I forgot to open it down. It's employability growth tracker. So for those that needs it, you can just holler me, just reach out to me. I'll share it to you free of charge. That's on pro bono. I'm going to share it to you guys. So use it to be able to track your skills. Okay, where have I done? What do I need to improve? What's the timeline for this? Because like I tell people, one thing is to set goals, but you need to set a smart goal that is specific, measurable, attainable, also time bound. So thank you very much. If there are no more questions, Dr. Luyemi, thank you for this privilege. Thank you for this honor. So just hook me up on LinkedIn, Loretta Odoro, Odoro, Loretta Odoro. Just send me a connection, and I would be able to share it with every one of us to just use it as a guide. It may not as perfect. Some of you may have seen the one more perfect, but I just feel I can closely monitor this for you to help you. So you can feel, and you want me to follow it, you can share it back to me. I would be able to just give you some support as much as possible. So thank you guys. Thank you for your time. Thank you for being with us tonight. And we are looking forward that you will join us for more sections of our HR mentorship webinars. We have several. You can check us on YouTube, Dr. Oluyemi Adeosun. You will see several, over hundreds of topics that are related to you, how you'll be able to upskill yourself, how you'll be able to, the action plan for some, yeah, how to be able to, what are the critical skills that you need to work on? Like I mentioned, it may not be your technical proficiency that you want to work on this year. It could just be the soft skill you want to work on, ability to communicate well, public speaking, problem solving skill, like the problem solving skill that we talked about, selling a fridge to someone in, what's it called? So please just share your thoughts. You can reach me on LinkedIn, like I mentioned, with any observation or any follow-up mentorship. I'm open to any of this. So thank you very much for tonight. And like we all do, I don't know, Dr. Oluyemi, I want to hand over to you. I don't know if you're on the call right now. I would love to hand over to you, but if you are not on the call, I would want to call it a night. So like we all do, I'm going to unmute everyone. At least I deserve my thank you now. Dr. Oluyemi was the one that is supposed to do this, but he's not on the call. So I'm going to unmute. Okay, I hope. Okay, Allah, yes. So please, everyone, you can unmute yourself and tell me thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you.
Right.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you.
Right.
Thank
Thank you.
you so much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you. I appreciate
Bless
everyone.
you.